Greetings, travelers. I'm Chris. Welcome to Lorespire. Hope everybody's doing well this Friday night. Sorry we're getting such a late start. Went and did the family thing at a carnival, and it was pretty hectic and crazy and took longer than I was expecting. But here we are. Here we are. We are at the beginning of Act 1 in the new patch 0.9 with massive updates for Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon. Alright, this patch will release to the public on March 25th. So we're just having a bit of a preview here. The prologue was massively overhauled and much improved, which we ran through last night. So now we're here at the beginning of Act 1, and let's see what this is all about, what things look like here, how things have changed. What the hell is that? Come on, corpse eater. They always have ranged attacks? I don't remember that. It's been a long time since I fought a corpse eater, though. Hey, what's up, JP? How you doing, my friend? Glad you could make it. How's the beginning to your weekend going? Cool. Hope y'all were out there having fun and everything went well. We went to a carnival that's in town this weekend, and yep, it did not go super well. Bought everything for the kids to be able to ride all the rides that they wanted, and then they were both too scared to ride any rides. So that was a little bit unfortunate. I finally did talk my oldest son into going through the fun house with me. Whew, those wolves damn near got us. We don't really have much. There we go. That at least gets us back up to full health, but we're out of food. There's a cooking pot back here. Let's see if we have the ingredients to cook anything. Nothing for any recipes, it looks like. Make some undercooked food, though. Oh, nice! We discovered a new recipe, Hunter's Stew. Damn, that's a good one. We don't even have 120 health total. Potato, garlic, and venison. There was one more thing there. Okay, so we can use this, and it'll put the best 3 ingredients in there, or at least that's what it says. Let's try crafting one of those and see. Didn't really give us anything all that special. Maybe if we had done that before, we would have discovered the stew from that. That's basically what we did. Basically what we did. Definitely should have just went to the park, or actually I told my wife, like, we should have just gone fishing. Everybody would have had more fun. We would have brought some fish home. But, you know, we'll save that for next time. I do like that you can either charge your spells up for more damage, or you can just quick cast them. Kinda nice. Definitely don't remember there being undead in this area before. Oh shit, what is that? That's a drag. Oh, damn. I don't actually know what it was, but it was something winged. Not sure how it disappeared so quickly. Hey, Volgager! What's up? Yeah, that's kind of how I rationalized it too. Well, at least I know for next time. We went to the same one last year, and William, like, rode, not all the rides, but rode, he at least rode some rides. So he's regressing in the Brady Cat department, I guess. But yeah, learned something new for next time. Damn, this fog here is dense. You know, it sucks not being able to block, but if I'm quick enough, I seem to be able to dodge well enough, which is nice. Damn, did they move the position of the city? I would have sworn we should have already been at it. Yeah, this definitely feels all new and different.
This place is creepy as shite. How much longer do we have to wait to take down that damn
He's right, this place is creepy as shite. What was that? An undead?
So they're dead. It's not like they'll get any more dead in 3 days' time.
Oh! Damn it. Well, that sucked. I guess I should have been expecting that they might be hostile. That's definitely my fault, I think. Griffin. Or something Griffinish. Blood Lake. Okay, I want to check this out because I think I remember there being an entrance to a cave over there. Although I don't remember the Blood Lake being in this spot. Or I could just be misremembering completely. That's definitely always a possibility. I don't have a pickaxe. Go swim in the blood. Oh, we're gonna die in here. Yeah. They've made some massive improvements since the demo released. Unless they put those improvements in the demo too. But what we're seeing here should definitely be updated from the demo and the most recent patch and everything. This should be getting pretty close to what the final game release is going to be, at least Act 1 and the prologue, whenever it releases in May. Can definitely be a little bit unforgiving, but we're still at the very beginning where all of our stuff sucks. And I think I'd prefer for it to be a little bit too hard than a little bit too easy. So no. I don't think we're ready for this. Alright, we're gonna go die. But first, let's drop a coward save. Oh yeah, we're... Thought all those undead were gonna come after us. Good thing they didn't. Seems to have lost us, which is good. Definitely a pathing issue or something going on here. We can barely hurt that thing, though. I don't know. It doesn't seem to like doors. Maybe it's bound inside of there? I'm probably being generous with that, but it makes me feel a little bit better about hiding from it over here. Oh, we knocked it down. I didn't know you could knock it down. Oh! Seems to do better if I hit it under the shield, which makes sense. It still killed me. I should have backed out sooner. I was trying to finish it off quicker. Yeah, arrows actually would have been a better idea. It really would have been a better idea. Definitely is cool that you can knock them down. That was a bunch of XP. Just forget I was being cheap there. I wanted to see what was back here. Weak to hand. What makes you think that? Yeah, sorry about the late start, Jeff. We had a family carnival thing that we did, and getting out of there was a mess. And yeah, we probably won't be streaming super late or super long, but we said we were going to stream tonight, and so I wanted to go ahead and make good on that. Anyways, what was I going to do here? Face of the Last Man. Increases melee damage by 3%, but requires 8 endurance. So we can wear it, but we're only getting 1 armor, and I don't think we're getting any increase to melee damage. Oh, okay, but we can wear it along with our hood. Wait, no, we can't. That's just the way it looks. Okay, never mind. Yeah, screw it. We're still going to do it. We actually don't have enough dexterity for that, but it's still better than the club we were using, even with the decreased effectiveness. Hey, what's up, Sublight? Actually, I think they mentioned something about it being on PS5. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I like the ambiance and atmosphere, and it's kind of darker. But yeah, it does have a very um maybe Morrowind slash Oblivionish feel to it. Um, 1 second here. I think they said something about that. Where was it? Okay, so yeah. Sorry, I was just checking the email because I wanted to get the right info. Um, it says that they will have a demo released on the 25th of March for both Xbox and PS5. So on the 25th, whenever this patch goes live for PC, Steam, looks like it will also be available on Xbox and PS5 at that time. I think maybe I should have built for Sneak Archer. Might have been easier or more effective. This is either not the place that I remembered or they vastly improved it. Thinking the latter, because I remember I think it just stopped at that door right there before, and it was just like a door you couldn't get past. Hell yeah. I'm not sure. It says demo, so I'm not sure if that's like free to play demo or if you have to purchase the early access. I'm not sure what's up with that part of it. But for sure, the game will be on PS5 and Xbox since they're gonna have the a demo, this 0.9 demo version out. It releases at the end of May, the full game. Just FYI for anybody who's not aware of that or wondering. Oh, why do I feel like arrows are not gonna hurt these guys? Oh, I was wrong. Arrows were effective. Ow. Did it shoot? Oh, it shot itself. I thought it was like shooting magic or something at me. I can definitely use these roses for health regen, which is good. I haven't really learned where all the items are located here. Okay, it's got to be right in front of my face, right? Oh, wow, I can maybe eat a couple of these. I didn't realize that they were... Gonna give back 10 health each. The Hall of Trials. I don't know. Feels like we might not be ready for this. The garden and the Hall of Trials must be intertwined, not just by the land or the place itself, but by something deeper. We must hope that those gathering in the Hall of Trials will endure. Pridwin has already noted the first signs of conflict, a bone of contention. How human of them. Perhaps we need it. We've been sitting too deep within our own minds for far too long. Okay, that doesn't mean a whole lot to me, but... I don't... it said it was a weird spirit. The weird is like some type of magical miasma or something from long ago that's coming back. And I guess there are spirits within the weird, and those were weird spirits. They did look very Will-o'-the-Wisp-like, but I think up close it looked like it was actually a skull that was like glowy, floaty. This is where I came in at. Huh. Good job. Well, we can either go up here or we can go down back there. Let's try up first, I guess. Ah, nice. Alchemy station. We just picked up a bunch of alchemy ingredients. Let's see what we can make. Well, that could be interesting. Bloodsucker potion. Increases life steal by 20% for 20 seconds. I don't know, or by 10%. Not sure how exactly life steal works, but... Okay, I thought I was creating this. Well, never mind. Unlike with food, you don't be able to just seem to be able to just mix random ingredients to discover things. Charge a soul stone with each kill. Druid Wish Gem. Didn't realize that I had all these. Soul Stone. When fully charged, the Soul Stone is destroyed and fully heals the player's health and mana. That's interesting. Maybe a little hard to control. But I guess you get it up to like 8 or 9, and then you go into battle with it, and... Increase our spell power by 5%. The king is dead. Okay, that seems powerful. Locking stamina at 100% for 10 seconds. And I'm not sure if you noticed, but after about 3 or 4 attacks, I'm out of stamina, and you can't attack if you have no stamina. So that actually seems really powerful. Dang it. Didn't notice the difficulty of this lock. Thinking it must be pretty difficult, though. Dang. Finally. I cannot be sure if it was months, years, or decades. Time is blurred beyond recognition. But what did happen undeniably was the slaughter. I'm not sure what we were expecting. Mallory remained alone in the Hall of Trials. The gates did not open for some reason. We cannot force them. The garden has taken control of us. Sage Dunaran has just let go of his humanity, leaving himself hollow. Is this the fate that awaits us all? Humanity's greatest flaw is its endless yearning for meaning where none exists. Interesting. So maybe we're going to have to fight this Dunaran fellow before we're out of here. Ooh, potions. I'll take those. Okay, now I clearly have that selected. Oh, nice. We got an increased duration, presumably because our alchemy's high. Hey, what's up, Malfus? Yeah, I would imagine March Madness probably pretty crazy at your job, huh? That makes sense. You off now, or you just on a break? I like the lockpicking here is pretty simple, straightforward. I like it. It feels right. That one there was a little bit more difficult than most of them, but presumably it gets easier as your lockpicking gets higher. I sucked pretty bad at the Oblivion lockpicking minigame. The Kingdom Come Deliverance lockpicking, it was pretty difficult at the beginning, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. And Skyrim, I got pretty good just because of the incredible number of hours of repetition that I had with it, I think. I think that's a corpse eater. This fire magic that I have kind of arcs. It has an arch to the way that it travels, and that kind of screws me up sometimes. All right, let's see what the heck this thing is. Oh, damn it. A Marrow gas? Marrow gas? Cool. Well, I hope cleanup goes well for you, my friend. We may still be on an hour and a half from now if you feel like dropping in, but, you know, definitely understand if you just want to, like, get home, kick back, relax. That would definitely make sense. Where could Pridwin be? Why is he not among us? Alright, that kind of scared me. Oh, that was a druid. Maybe I wasn't supposed to attack it. On the other hand, maybe we just find out what happens if we kill a druid? Druid resin and an acorn. Gonzaga. Why does that sound familiar? I don't know. Makes me think Final Fantasy VIII. Probably not what you're talking about. Alright, take care, Malfus. Thanks for popping in. We need the Pridwin Seal. Okay, well, this dungeon's definitely shaping up to be better than any of the other ones that I remember fighting through before. Which is awesome. Oh shit, there's two of them. We're dead. Thought we were gonna be dead. Oh, that was our really, really good food. I guess we were pretty hurt. And one came up behind me, man. That got me. I was not expecting that. Probably should have went and found some better gear or something before coming this far in. Probably would have been a good idea. But we're already here. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we don't have nearly enough armor for that. Or endurance, I mean, to make that effective. Not sure what Berserk does. Anyways. Alright, maybe we need to slow play this a little bit more than what we were. little bit better than I was expecting there. Let's see if we can we set this on like a hot wheel or something? Quick slot. Isn't this where our mushrooms were? I guess it wasn't. I thought it was. It definitely was, right? There they are. Okay. See, I can drop, I can zoom. If I just arc this enough, can I hit that thing? No. Alright, maybe we should leave here. Not sure what got us there with that big amount of damage, but yeah. We'll come back here later. I don't think we're ready for this. All the gear we're finding is like way higher level than what we are, and we're dying pretty quick. Still, a cool, interesting dungeon. I think we just should probably have hit the town first instead of venturing off here on our own. Yeah, it is based on a board game. I'm not sure how much of the actual lore existed for the board game, because the lore seems to be quite extensive, you know, and you usually don't get that with board games, but I never actually played it, so it could have been. Ah, pickaxe. There was something we could mine over here if we had a pickaxe. Yeah, we're definitely coming back to that dungeon. I feel like we need to hit the town first and maybe gain a level or two. And maybe get some better gear. We still are basically wearing rags. Maybe we can use this copper ore to make us some worthwhile armor. Oh, there's another one. Oh, also, we did gain a level, didn't we? Damn, and I didn't even do anything about that. Character. The skill trees here I'm really interested in. They seem to have added a lot to that. And none of them are very, like, none of them are super deep, but they've got a lot of different options, which is cool. And at least at the magic trees that I was looking at, it seems like things kind of combo and play off of each other, which is kind of nice. I don't have a summoning spell yet, so maybe I'll go with some combat magic, but I would like to get some summons. Why can't I add a point here? Oh, right. Damn it. Never mind. You have to do your levels whenever you're at a fire. Forgot about that. I would definitely hate fighting someone with a pickaxe. My character might not be so torn up about it. Oh, do you see that barrel roll he did? Things are freaking nimble. I do like the way that the magic works here. You get like the kind of slow, more powerful arcing magic. But look, if I just quick fire it, it's like a straight line. No arc. And you can fire it pretty rapidly that way. Alright, you assholes killed me last time. Oh, shoot. Did not realize there was another guy over there. I don't know if it's coming for me or...
You're in for a world of hurt!
Alright, I'm getting a little better at combat here. These guys are definitely more of my league, I think. Maybe we got some flight upgrades there. Okay, let's see. Nope. We're gonna stick with what we have as far as that goes, but armor. Looks like we can't even get small upgrades without upgrading our stats. A little better. throwing knife. See, he needs Hangman's Noose, Ogre's Right Toe, and a couple of Drowner Tongues. So I guess if we can find that guy, maybe we can... Nice arrows. Deliver the goods to him. Maybe get a little payout. You messed out. Yeah, they, yeah, I saw where they were changing up what they're offering. I haven't looked at the new options yet, though. Have you gotten to check that stuff out? I imagine that eventually the Death Knight t-shirt will probably make a return. See what's up in this tower. Oh, damn it. Did not see you there, guy. Let's get down here where I can maneuver a little better. Yeah, that quick casting seems to be quite helpful. I wasn't doing that before. You can get in a few quick casts whenever you back off, and then go in with your sword and have way better DPS. As I'm sure y'all noticed because you're watching, but just kind of monologuing, thinking out loud. Might be able to use that short sword, possibly. Surely we can't use the claymore, I'm sure. Maybe we should make a... Well, let's go finish exploring this first. Then we'll make a bonfire and maybe put a point into strength so that we can use some of these other weapons. Either that or a point into endurance so we can get some better armor. I don't know, what do y'all think? The armor or the weapons? Armor might be better since a lot of our damage is coming from magic. Ooh, level 4 already. Sweet. 2 points to distribute then. Alright, we don't have the stats, but even without the stats, it looks like it'll be an improvement. So we'll put that on. Not sure how we can see in this helm, but that's okay. Alchemy up to 18. Wonder, can we build a fire here? Guess so. Yeah, I think I agree with you there, Jeff. Put a point in endurance so we can use some of those other armors. And I think we might actually put a point into dexterity. And maybe our next point will go into strength. And then after that, we're going back to spirituality, I think. 10% increase in damage actually seems pretty good. Increases damage for each consecutive hit by 1% up to 5%. I'm a sucker for magic. I want to try this out because that just seems interesting. We need to get 2 spells. We don't have 2 spells. Yeah, we're going to try that because we are using elemental magic. I don't think rest has any purpose, at least not that I've noticed, other than just passing time. I guess there could be a bonus or something, and I just didn't notice it when we did it before. Oh, that's somebody, isn't it? Crap! He does a lot of damage. Don't think we're gonna beat this guy. Did he give up? I did like that we set him on fire, but yeah, I don't think we're much of a match for him. That damage he was putting out was pretty good. Try this again.
You're only making me angrier.
Damn it.
You survived that.
Well, I was stealth at the start of that, but he immediately saw me whenever I attacked him or hit him. Oh, come on. It didn't start us off at the fire. Does not seem to have started us off at the fire. Not that we're very far away from it. Oh, reset your skill and stat points. Well, that's cool. I guess it won't be very hard to reset your build then. All right, let's go try this again. Actually, I wonder... Nah, let's stick with the magic. Well, if we can't fight harder, maybe we can fight smarter. Why else would this place be here, right? Alright, so I guess that's considered solid. Oh, wow. Well, so much for that idea. So much for that idea. Oh, we may not be beating this guy.
Oh my God, pay for that!
All right, I got one more idea of a way to be cheap. And if this doesn't work, then maybe we just put him on our list of things to come back and do.
That's supposed to work. Making me angrier!
I do like the way that you can see the elemental buildup to set them on fire. That's pretty awesome. So there we go. Ah, victory is ours! And the super cheap victory, but I'll take it. Now let's see what we get for our efforts. Did I miss the city or something? I don't know. I'm starting to wonder. Because those tags are for a quest, or at least they used to be for a quest that you got from the guy in the city. Did you see that? I think it's about to Hulk out. Let's try a little bit of dual magic and see how that works out for us. Although I would like to find another better spell first. See, stuff like that, I just find freaking awesome. Oh, I don't find that awesome, though. Yeah, I think at least with the spells we have right now, the sword and magic combo is definitely going to be working better for us. It is quite misty, that is for sure. Dark and dreary. What the hell is that? Thought there were going to be wolves. And there were. Wow. If your friend Billy is like these people, then feel sorry. I don't know if I feel more sorry for you or him, but probably not good news. Probably not for either of you. Ah, is this the city? For sure, you did not have to go through all that ruined area to get here before. Oh. This is not the city, is it? Because the city would not have undead guarding it. Oh, shit. That's the freaking night already? I don't want to fight a knight. What the hell? Wow. Alright, I don't think I'm supposed to be there. I had to have passed by the city, right? That dude just one-shot me. Okay, so I think that's where we started. Yeah, there's the Blood Lake, East Gate, Ruined Market. How about we try following the quest marker? Yeah, let's just do that. We explored enough around here. Definitely some cool stuff. Had some good fights. Oh, there seems to be a magical barrier here? Or something? Doesn't keep me out. Maybe it just keeps out the weirdness.
What's happening? In the name of the All Mother, what are you doing? I could have stabbed you. Wait, I haven't seen you before.
More like I could have stabbed you, but I
All
didn't.
right, true. Why didn't you, eh? You could have killed me. So you're not one of them bandits, then? Who are you, huh? This pin. I can't say I see it very clearly at this present moment, but it does look important. Very official. But I remember Fergus said something about all this, these emblems once. Oh, yes, I remember now. I welcome thee, ye, royal person, on behalf of the keepers. You are a great friend to our own. Welcome. Please, speak with Fergus. He's our quartermaster. He runs things around here in the captain's absence. He'll greet thee properly. Have a pleasant rest of the day. Open it up, boys!
Yeah, a steel cup, Jeff. A steel cup with a matching suit of armor, because that guy hit like a freaking truck. Okay, this place looks way more awesome than it did before. Who might you be? Soul First Foot. He who first set foot on Avalon under Arthur's command. He who forged a path for the king and his loyal subjects. Glory and honor to the founder of the Horns of the South. You gotta say they... Oh! Nice! I didn't realize that discovering certain things or interacting with certain things could get you skill points or skill levels. That's cool to know. But I am definitely thinking that maybe I should have gone two-handed knight or something. That might have been a little more fitting. But if we can find some cool magic, then maybe I'll change my mind about that. Alright, all this is going to be stealing. We don't want to start off by stealing. Alright, so I'm guessing this is my stash where I can store stuff. A little bit odd to just have it out here in the middle of nowhere, but as long as I have a stash, that's certainly better than not giving me one. The kitchen. Yep, if I read your book, you better pay me. I was just reading that statue because it looked cool. Not so much for the payment. Wanted to know who it was. The skill level was just a nice little bonus. Alright, that's not stealing. These old dried out crabs just sitting around here, I bet they're tasty.
Hey, tell me, can you read? Listen, I'm no good with words. Could you read me a letter from my sister? She's learning how to read and write. Can you believe it? She writes letters to me. I'm so proud of her. Oh, thanks. Here's the letter.
Brother, it ain't good news, sorry. A few red priests came. They wanted to take Mom and some other folks. Because of the plague, our dad and some other men did not agree. There was a fight and Father got killed. Now I'm taking care of Mom. She's feeling more and more weak. We don't know if the priests are going to come back or what. It's hard, but she asked me to send her love and tell you to keep going and do good things because that's the most important thing. It's me in it. I'm praying for you. So it's not the greatest of news.
And what did it say? Everyone's healthy?
So if I had a high enough perception, I could lie to him. I guess with a high enough perception, I would be able to perceive what he wants to hear. That's the justification there.
No, you must have misunderstood something. What do I do now? I should go back to him, right? I guess that's true. Yes. Excuse me. I need to be alone.
That guy did seem to be missing most of his front teeth, huh? Good observation. Presumably I can sell this stuff, hopefully. Bull's Rush. Oh, nice. Coats weapons. I'm not sure what it actually does, but cool to be able to coat weapons. Alright, we're going to do a little bit of thievery here. I feel mostly safe doing it here. Meteorite throwing knife, huh? Frost arrows. Oh, dude, they have enchanted arrows. Love it. And some rare leather boots. Hitting an enemy immobilizes them for 2 seconds. This can only occur once every 60 seconds. Still, that's pretty good. We need 2 more dexterity and 1 more endurance for it to have that effect, but the armor's still better. Athletic skill going up. You here to keep me company or put me out of my misery? What?
Just kidding. Love the view, but this weather is killing me. Always windy. Always moist. You don't say. I didn't choose to be here. Our beloved quartermaster sent me to freeze my arse off. He said as punishment for spitting on the good name of the keepers. Whatever the hell that means. I just got drunk in the tavern and lost half my pay. And maybe some of my clothes. But I mean, why would he even care? It was my gold. I can spend it how I please. Oh, aye. I need a warm coat. And I mean the absolute warmest coat you can get, huh? Osprey might have something in stock or know how to make one. I'd ask myself, but he's not exactly speaking with me these days. Oh, come on. Can't you see I'm freezing? Who in their right mind orders someone with bad joints to patrol the walls in this kind of weather, huh? Thanks. I'll be right here, freezing my arse off.
Alright, so presumably Osbriest is either a vendor or a crafter, possibly both. Yeah, this place is a lot more intricate and interesting than what it used to be. Dude, the sculptures and the landmarks and stuff they have are just awesome. Tell me that's not super badass. Arthur's memory.
This feeling, it was so strong, so real. I remember now, the weight of it, the power. This blade was never just steel. It was a part of me. Yes, the sensation is unmistakable, but it carries more than my soul. It carries a part of my legacy. A sword like that, it doesn't yield easily. It demands strength of body and of will. You'll need to grow stronger before it will choose you.
Was not expecting a cool little cutscene like that there. Very nice. Very nice. Almost clicked on that without even realizing it was a person. I'm not sure if I would have spoken to him or tried to steal from him. You talking about the random NPCs on the walls or Arthur's voice? Because I don't know, I feel like Arthur's voice is really well done. The random NPCs on the walls, they are just random NPCs. Don't like Arthur's voice, huh? Well, to each their own, I suppose.
Sir, I haven't seen you before. I wasn't expecting any guests, and you don't look like a new recruit. And yet, Odrin let you in. He's not drinking again, I hope.
Yeah, he was pretty drunk.
Unfortunate. But that explains why you just strutted into the horns. I'm afraid I'll have to take action.
The name's Fergus, and I assume you already know I'm the quartermaster here. Now state your business.
And please, try to be convincing, or the walls of this fortress will be the last thing you'll ever see.
I got this pin from a friend. I assume you know what it means.
I know. And that's why you're still standing in front of me. However, these pens were only given to certain people. They mean that in times of trouble, these people will always find a safe haven here in the Horns.
That makes me wonder, what happened to your friend? Where is he?
We had shipwrecked on the way, but he could have made it.
If what you're saying is true, he must have had a deal with somebody well above my pay grade, and that leaves only the captain.
However, if you're lying, then you might as well have just confessed to the murder of a Knight of the Round Table. But nobody's that much of a fool, I think. Fortunately for you, I've seen my fair share of morons in life, and you don't look like one. Fortunately for me, this pen only means that I'm to make sure you're safe in the Horns. Nothing about helping you out with whatever you're up to.
Anyway, welcome to the Horns of the South. Make yourself at home.
All right, thanks for clarifying, Jeff. My apologies for the assumption. Found this piece of metal with an inscription. Do you know what it is?
That's one of our tags. Every soldier gets one when they pledge their loyalty. I just hope the body you took it from was already cold, because killing a keeper would land you in some serious trouble.
You know, here's what I'm thinking. If you stumble over any of our fallen keepers out there, bring me their tags. Sure, they all swore to stay here until the bitter end, but they have families who deserve to know what became of them.
It's part of my duty, but since I can't send any more beyond these walls, maybe you could lend a hand. I'll pay you for every tag you bring back.
Including this one? Where's my money for this one?
Just as I thought. If you have friends among the knights, you'll want to talk to the captain. But that's not happening anytime soon. Because I said so. What? Did you really expect that you could just enter our keep and head straight for the captain's quarters? There wouldn't be much point in having walls and guards here if anyone could just do that, would there?
I can threaten him. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna threaten him, especially with one strength. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I have a 1% chance. I don't know.
And have you helped any of my people? Or are you just here to wave that pin in my face again? First, show me you care.
I read a letter.
And then I'll take you to the captain. I can't have every random stray wasting his time. Not now, when the outcome of the war with its tribes is so precarious. I trust we understand each other? Say something like that again, and you can forget about ever meeting the captain. I'm serious. Don't test my patience.
We've been having trouble with the dead lately. The kind that don't want to rest in peace. There are more and more of them roaming the area. It might just be the weirdness, as it has been steadily creeping closer from the north, but somehow I doubt it.
Anyway, I suggest you go see Marg first. He knows best what's going on there.
Okay.
The captain forbade anyone from leaving the keep, so I couldn't. And truth be told, I didn't particularly want to. We don't get many recruits, and you're, well...
Guess that makes sense. Surely the captain will end up at the bar, tavern, wherever they do their drinking.
Sure, let's go with that.
It's not far, and it's hard to miss. But honestly, I'd suggest you go see Marg first. You don't really know what you're walking into, so if I were you, I'd try to learn as much as possible beforehand.
Alright, so we gotta go to the cemetery to deal with the dead.
Try not to get yourself killed, and get rid of whatever's been causing the problem.
If you need rest, you can sleep in the barracks. It's no royal chamber, but it's better to sleep under a roof than under the stars, right? Especially in this horrible weather.
Alright, where are you at, Marg? And also I'd like to find that Ozbriest if I can. And a vendor would be good. Blessings upon you, stranger. May the world always resonate within your soul. Ah, shot.
Certainly. Kai's blessings know no bounds, but sometimes it's useful to seal them in a handy flask.
Will you buy... Ooh, multiply sneak damage by 2. 8 dexterity and 5 perception, though. Probably not something we're gonna get. So I don't see an amount of money that this guy has, so I guess shopkeeps just have infinite money, at least at this time, I guess. Oh, I probably should equip that. Ooh, those... Maybe I should start considering throwing weapons. It's a lot better damage than the arrows, isn't it?
May Kai's word always guide you. In the word, you will find solace.
Let me guess. Camelot, no? Timberwall, also no? So you're not from the north? Ah, of course.
You must be from Quanacht. I should have guessed right away. So, who's in charge there now?
Yeah, he only had like 2 items. It was monster brains and something else.
Nowhere? Never heard about it. Must be a shithole like no other. And I think I won't learn much about politics from you.
You know, people are talking about rising unrest in the north, and a secret coalition preparing a coup at the highest levels of power. And that whole plague thing is just a tool to reach their final goal. The Red Priests are also trying to get something out of it.
And to be honest, it's not gone too bad for them. The Druids are out of the picture already.
Well, sure. They want to establish a new order on our island. And it's not clear who's involved in the whole mess.
Maybe. Maybe our captain is even involved. Hell knows. They have their people everywhere. Damn it, you could be one of them too. Although when I look at you, I don't think so. You have such a stupid face. With all due respect, of course.
Gotta love this guy.
Wait a minute. I'm not suggesting anything here. I'm just thinking out loud.
It doesn't make sense that the plague appeared just like that. Out of bloody nowhere? Hell no. It's a high-stakes game.
Power over us, of course. Over our bodies and souls. Over Avalon. Over the whole damn course of history.
That's the case. Those sons of bitches are good at hiding. They kinda blend in and live among us. It's hard to tell if it's hideous magic or some other tricks.
You know, I've been thinking lately. What if King Arthur is just a stupid fairy tale? What if the nobles and others involved in the whole conspiracy just made him up? And us peasants eventually just started to believe in it.
You know, one story for everyone. They drilled it into our heads, and drilled until it finally stuck. And then they built statues, wrote books, and everything else. It's just a pity that there are so few like us. Well, we just have to keep going, eh? And while we're at it, I have to get back to work. I'm on duty.
All right.
I am obliged to inform you that fighting those who actively break the law and reject the rule of the crown is the duty and pride of every subject. As Camelot's representative, I will be paying a bounty of 10 gold pieces for the death of each bandit roving the area, as long as adequate proof is provided. I also recommend checking the bounty board for information on wanted criminals, especially those considered particularly dangerous. Please, state your business.
Damn. We'd come here first. Yeah, I've killed some bandits.
Really? You fought bandits and killed them? Oh, I want to hear all the details. Here's your reward, but promise you'll tell me everything.
Alright, well.
Oh, someone finally checked out the notices I was posting on the board. That's the carcass of Fingerless Calm, isn't it? They've been hunting him for the slaughter of 2 keepers, and now they finally got him. Well, you have. Here's your reward. Do you keep bandits' fingers as trophies? I would. Again? You really like killing, don't you? Do you shoot them with arrows from afar, or do you prefer to get right up close and watch the light fade from their eyes? I have so many questions, but for now, here's your reward. Incredible! You're a born killer, aren't you? Instead of just taking out bandit scum, how about hunting something bigger? There's an ogre, a really nasty son of a bitch, holed up in a nearby brook. I've heard that one swing of his hammer can turn a bear into a bloodbath. As you can imagine, the keepers aren't too keen on dealing with him, even though the ogre roams just off the main road to the north. When Galahad arrives, he certainly won't be pleased. If by some miracle you manage to kill it, you'll earn Camelot's gratitude and a hefty reward. Bring me the ogre's shiny eye as proof of the kill. The Brock is right off the King's Road. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
Wow. That ogre sounds like fun, but somehow I feel like we might not be ready for that.
Do you keep bandits' fingers as trophies? I would. Do you keep bandit... Oh, hey, before you go, I can see the bloodlust in your eyes, you know. It takes one to know one. So here's some friendly advice, free of charge. If you're seeking scum to slay, you'll find bandits in the ruins of a merchant settlement nearby. It's worth visiting if you haven't already.
All right, well, we got 230 coins from that. I guess that's pretty good, I guess. Yeah, I definitely love the Wayward Realms ogres. It's sad that we're not going to get to see them in alpha. Maybe there'll be some NPCs, but I think probably there won't even be any NPCs of them. Just because that's extra character models, probably a lot of work and whatnot. But yeah, the lore around them, just the way they are and their temperament in the Sedhana book and the story of Saint Valentos, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing. An ogre, either ogre archaeologist or ogre mage, ogre shaman. Probably ogre shaman, but maybe ogre mage. Ah, Usbrit, I was looking for you. I need a coat.
Friend, a question. Do you know why people always stop and watch a blacksmith at work? Because he's riveting. It's good to see a new face in this sad hole. Oh, of course. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Osbert, local master of hammers and anvils. Do you need your blade sharpened?
Anyways, yeah, just in case I didn't mention it, ogres, definitely my favorite race, with probably goblins and orcs coming in second and third. At least at this time.
Huh. It's Radan, isn't it? That ungrateful bastard's still on the wall. Disagreement? Sure, you could call it that, and I guess I might have overreacted a bit. But since Dan is on the wall and I'm here, I couldn't tell him that I get it. The prank and all. And I forgave him a long time ago. And now that I think about it, it was a hell of a prank. Well, I may not be angry with him anymore, but that doesn't mean I'll work my ass off so that his doesn't freeze. Here's an explanation of how to make it. Feel free to help him out yourself.
Okay.
Ha! Friend, I wish. But the only task I could use help with might be a bit too delicate for you to handle. Unless you're a master goldsmith, then feel free to prove it, and I'll have work for you immediately. There's just not enough of them to go around. And now that we're on lockdown, there's not much demand for my services either. Listen, I said I don't have any jobs, as in things I pay you for doing. That doesn't mean I can't teach you a thing or two. If you're willing to learn, that is. Since you're free to wander about while I'm stuck in the keep, maybe we can make good use of that. You've probably bashed in the skull of a beast or two, right? The alchemists. They're likely snatching up the corpses, using the muck to cook their weird concoctions. But perhaps you'd rather craft yourself some armor from those hides, huh? We should start with something simple. Let's see. I'll give you some notes on how to make armor. You gather the materials and get to work. And when you're done, you can bring it over so I can see what you've made.
Warm coat, corpse eater's rags. All right. See what you have. So he sells books teaching me how to make things. If we're going for heavy armor, that would probably be worth it, although 500's kind of a lot. Those seem to be pretty good items. How to make some different arrows. Oh, nice. Flame resin, so you can give a fire effect to your blade. That's cool. So, you can get some elemental effects even if you're not playing any type of mage or magic user. I like it. He said he was going to give me some notes. I'm not seeing them. Yeah, I definitely don't keep my mind clear. I've got my favorites, and I don't think there's really any of them that I dislike, but I definitely have my favorites. But as we learn more and we get more lore, should be quite a bit more forthcoming. We haven't really gotten that much yet. It could definitely change. But ever since the first time I played, what's that game? Shadowrun. It was actually the first tabletop game that I ever played, like 15 years ago, I guess it was. Close to that. I had an ogre shaman there, and I've kind of always wanted to play another one. I've never gotten the chance to in a tabletop. But yeah, partial to like ogre magic users since then, and most games don't give you the opportunity for that. And then whenever they had them being all intellectual and well-traveled and misunderstood and all of that, like, yeah, I really bought into all that. So let's see what we can actually make here. Need leather and iron for that, which we can buy from him. We don't have enough dexterity for this, and I don't want to put any more dex points into dexterity, really. At least not yet. Okay, so we need to get some leather so we can make that coat. 6 pieces of leather. Excuse me, 5 pieces of leather, 2 pieces of iron. We already got the monster brain. I like the options they have here. You know, you don't normally see armor weight reduction options and some upgrade options here. Increase the armor by 1. Maybe not that great, but we still have super basic stuff right now. Increase the damage a little bit. And relics, which I don't think we actually have any relics yet, but presumably when we find them, we could attach them here. Okay. So we needed 5 pieces of leather. Two pieces of iron. No, we don't really play tabletop game. Like, I used to play board games and whatnot a lot, but with the kids, they're still kind of too young to really understand how to do that, and whenever we have tried to play something like that, like, they want to just, like, grab all the pieces and knock everything over and whatnot, maybe once they're a little bit older. Before we had kids, like, sometimes we'd have friends over and we'd play, like, some card games or something like that. And sometimes just I would have friends over and we'd play cards or various board games or, like, tabletop miniatures. I really like the Reaper there. At least that's what I've played before. All right, let's craft that. Okay, so apparently crafting is not guaranteed. Apparently, so if you use extra ingredients, you have a better chance to craft it. Nice. Good to finally know, I guess. Here, let's craft some leather there. And at least we got the coat. We didn't get the helm, though. Yeah, so did I. Grew up on Life, Monopoly. I guess whenever I was a really little kid, stuff like Candyland, Chutes and Ladders, Guess Who, Uno. And then whenever I was older, like Life, Monopoly, Risk, Axes and Allies, Battle Masters, Skip Bow, a lot of dominoes. Okay, where was this dude at? I thought he was, maybe he's back further this way. No, I came out of there and I went this way.
Oh, thank you, friend. Let me repay your kindness. Even though I don't have much, I can at least tell you about something I saw a little while ago. It might be interesting for an adventurer like you. See those rocks near the shore? When it gets dark, sometimes I see a light there. I'm no sure what it could be, though. A bandit camp this close to the Horns? Impossible. The Daliata? No way. They wouldn't hide like that. Maybe something else entirely? It's probably nothing, but maybe you could find something interesting or valuable there.
Thanks, I guess.
Farewell.
You got a decent amount of XP, I guess. Yep. Actually, once I became a teenager, by that time it was mostly video games. Reaper, Apocalypse, Tabletop, and an incredible amount of Magic the Gathering. Yeah, they've definitely changed where everything on this map is. Like, they seem to have a lot, maybe even all of the same stuff, but they've reorganized it so that it's definitely located in very different places. Actually, I think that's where the graveyard was before. So maybe that's still the same. Alright. We're gonna go hit this graveyard, and it'll probably be the last thing that we do tonight, because it's getting pretty late. Tomorrow night, I think we should be able to get a much earlier start. And maybe we get more done then. Why can't I bring out my weapons? That was weird. Outlaw. We should save before something silly happens and we have to redo everything in town. Yeah, it has been fun, Jeff. It's cool to talk about things. I enjoy it. Appreciate you keeping me company while I'm figuring all this out here in game. Never really played Pong, like, and I think I played some like simulated versions of it or like knockoff versions of it on PC, like whenever I was in school and younger. Like I think they had it, and I played it there a very little bit. Is this... What the hell is this? That's not the graveyard. Got a quest marker there. Am I about to be attacked? No. Oh, it's Marg. Okay, good. Good.
I haven't seen you before. It depends on who's asking and why. No, I'm kidding. I don't meet many outsiders these days. I'm Marg, a hunter in the service of the Horns of the South.
Yeah, I knew you were a good bit older. I didn't remember exactly how old, but... Yeah, you're 20 years older than me, so I guess, you know, I was hitting my teenage years in the late 90s and playing PS1 games. 20 years before that, you were in the late 70s in your teenage years playing Pong with the family. And probably gave you a much better family connection than what I had. Most of my gaming was done by myself in my room whenever I was a teenager. The cards and tabletop, I guess, not so much. But even that was not really with the family so much as friends whenever I'd go over to their house or something.
I don't know what it is about this place, but even the dead hardly ever get any rest. Though I'll admit, it's getting worse lately. They keep emerging from the local cemetery in numbers greater than that small plot of land ever held. So I'm guessing we might have a necromancer on our hands. And here I thought after the Charred Conclave, we'd have more than 100 years of peace from them.
Necromancer. Hell yeah. How do I become one? I mean, how do I stop them?
Only every century or so. But even that's too often if you ask me. Something seems to draw them here. Well, it's probably all that death. The South has always been restless. And after what happened with the sunken village, I guess death has seeped into the very soil of this land. Must be quite alluring for that lot. Good. And try not to die. That undead swarm doesn't need any more recruits.
Thought you were gonna actually help me, like give me an item or come along with me or something.
I'm self-sufficient enough not to have to ask for help. However, I suppose I could help you. I could share some things I found out during my hunts.
Yeah, I just hit 40 last month, and the wheels are definitely feeling wobbly. Oh, you've got cool arrows. Is that going to be 100 arrows for 12? No. Okay. It's 12 per arrow. I'm going to buy like 10. Just in case. Oh shit, what are you? Oh, the grindy lows. I kind of remember them now. Die? I think it might have died. Not sure where the body went though. Guess it might have just run off. Alright. This is the dead and necromancy and everything, so I'm really hoping we find our first summon spell here. I'd love to be able to summon some of these skeletons. Skeletons are never strong enough in games. Like, they're some of my favorite summons just because I love skeletons. I've always played undead armies whenever the opportunity presented itself in games. Skeletons are never powerful enough, but I always enjoy using them. So hopefully we get the ability here. Heal. That's weird. I love the elemental damage and the way that it shows you right there just how you're progressing towards shit, I'm getting caught in the corner here. Damn wolf screwing me up. Oh my god, that hurt. Apparently enemies don't like to chase you too far. Then with their big ass swords, they gotta be careful. That wolf that really kind of screwed me up though. Hell yeah. Skeleton mad. I love it. They have games offer the ability to play as undead, either as your army or play as undead as like your character, then yeah, I mean, it's pretty much a given. That's pretty much always what I'm going to go with. A lot of games, of course, don't do that, but the ones that do, it's usually a guarantee that's where I'm going. Hey, level 6, and apparently you get all your life and mana back whenever you level. So that's cool. Sure, let's just rest here in the middle of the graveyard. Why not? So another point into spirituality. I'm gonna throw one into strength. Oh, nice. Chance for projectiles to bounce.
Seawall. He was the first to set foot on Avalon, not me. He decided that if anything were to attack us in this strange land, he would shield me and take the first blow himself. I remember loyalty, a fierce, unwavering loyalty, to me and to Avalon. He must have been someone I trusted deeply. Perhaps, as we move forward, more memories of him will come back to me. For now, I only hope his loyalty wasn't in vain. It's more than a sword. It's a promise. A blade that stands for unity, for strength, and for hope. It wasn't just mine. It belonged to Avalon. Every swing, every battle was fought for the land and its people. But Excalibur is also a burden. It demands more than just skill. It demands purpose. Without that, then it is just steel.
Hey, what's up, Ashu? Been a little while? What have you been up to? What game have you been? Or games have you been playing? Alright, let's get in here and see what we can get up to, what we can find out, find this necromancer and stop him, or maybe join him if we get the chance. Probably won't, but who knows, maybe. right, sweet. Some new recipes.
Who goes there? Are you the one responsible for all that racket? People are trying to rest in peace, damn it.
Are you the knacker? The graveyard keeper? Are you a zombie?
You should be. These folks fell into their eternal slumber a long time ago. But some of them have turned out to be very light sleepers. Not their fault, but we should at least try not to wake them up. I'm telling you, ever since people started burning their dead, it's like they've forgotten proper manners in places like this.
Yeah, they gave me some info on what all has changed, but none of it mentioned whether or not you'd be able to carry over your skill points from Act 1 to Act 2. Mostly it was just about how much they expanded on Act 1, and they've definitely made some quite large major changes here in Act 1 and in the prologue. The prologue's so much better. And the opening here of Act 1 on the island has definitely been more interesting than what I remember.
Interested in local history, are you? Good, good. The memory of those who came before us should be preserved. I can let you in. There is a small fee of 5 gold coins for the upkeep of the cemetery, of course. It's constant work, as you can clearly see, and my petitions for additional funds seem to have fallen on deaf ears. Ah, that it is. But there's only so much I can do on my lonesome. I cannot ask any of these old folks for help. They're not bound by worldly affairs anymore. The only thing they have left is time, and it wears them down just as much as it does their homes.
Sure, I guess. Here you go. Aliens Dark
Bless
Descent,
you,
huh?
kind stranger. Those old bones are not what they used to be. Here, just take the key. Be careful, though. There's evil dwelling in those crypts. Oh, and I hope I don't need to remind you not to rob any graves. It's terribly rude, and I'd rather not deal with the complaints.
Sure, I guess. So yeah, Aliens Dark Descent, that sounds like, I don't know, survival horror? I know nothing about it, haven't heard it, but just the name puts me in mind of a survival horror game. That and you saying it's not for the timid. Damn, there are a lot of you. Definitely more than I'd expected. Oh, he's helping me. That I was not expecting. Didn't realize I could dash and stab like that. Oh, did I hit you? I guess I ended up hitting him. Oh, I guess you're out of here, Wardock. Or maybe I am. Wasn't my intention, but what's done is done. Well, we definitely can't go forward without any food, so... Alright, let's see what we can cook up here. Damn it. A lot of freaking spirits. I didn't know you did have a teddy bear next to your name. far as nerfing the mobs, I don't think they did that so much. Like, we've actually died quite a bit. But we are playing on normal difficulty, not the higher difficulty setting. So maybe that's why they appear that way, possibly. Also, we visited some higher level places before we went to town, so I feel like maybe we got a little bit better gear and experience than what we should maybe normally have at this, what would normally be the very first dungeon. This is actually like our third now, I think. Although the one in the Blood Lake we did not complete. We're gonna go back to that one. That reminds me. It's got a really cool atmosphere. I really like the statues. And monuments and whatnot in this game. Thought I looted the key to the crypts. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the necromancer actually has that. Maybe that statue was an enemy. Nope, no necromancer's robes. I believe there's a necromancer at the end of this crypt, so maybe I will get some robes then. It's been a really long time. Like, I played it last year whenever the Kuanacht Rebellion came out, but I just started off in Act 2, so it's been, I don't know, probably 2 years since I've gone through and done this stuff here in the beginning. I like what they've done with the elemental magic here. It's nice. Did that just go right through him? I feel like that went right through him. I don't know. I thought I remembered there being like some giant statues or something in here, but maybe that was a different dungeon. Or maybe it's a little bit later in this one. Okay, what was that? Was that a giant statue? Flame Gobbler. Oh, do those guys blow up? I just accidentally hit him, maybe? There's definitely some bugginess, some things that they need to fix. This is the last major patch before the game releases. So hopefully they get it all fixed, but this patch, of course, hasn't even released. There's the giant statue I was thinking of, remembering. Anyways, this patch hasn't even released yet, though, so they haven't had, like, any chance for feedback or anything on it. Be able to fix anything. Is it just the one? Oh, damn it. I just wasted that. At least this guy's really slow. Oh, that hurt. If I remember correctly, that sword probably weighs more than my entire carrying capacity, so I'm not going to bother with picking that up. Ooh. Is this iron? Oh, well, what the hell? Is that another statue? Damn, he almost got me. If I just keep moving, I can... Oh, nope, that was a quick strike. I didn't realize he was capable of that. Alright. This right here is seeming like the necromancer. Maybe. See what the necromancer has to say to us.
Careful there. Try not to step on the array. It's advanced magic. Very fragile.
Quite the contrary, this place is perfect. I've read the soil of the south is steeped with the type of energy I require. But what I've encountered here surpasses all my expectations. I have the ideal conditions and the perfect subjects. I'm doing everything right, and still nothing bloody works. There must be some sort of interference, or maybe it's the bones. It always seems to be the bones. Oh, you're still here? I advise you to leave. My work requires concentration, and I have no time for interruptions from grave robbers. Aren't necromancers just grave robbers who are very, very thorough? It's kind of funny, but I don't care what you are, just as long as you're not here. Ah, very funny. I have you know that I'm conducting valuable research that could be crucial for the future of Avalon. So you're not trying to raise an undead army? Of course not. What would I do with an army? I'm no general, nor do I have any interest in toppling kingdoms. I'm trying to command death, but only so that people won't have to fear it anymore. Look at what's happening around us, the Red Death, the weirdness, bandits, famine. We can't stop people from dying, but I could make it so they don't have to stay dead. Death is just a process. It should be possible to control it, and yet... I don't know what I'm missing. You're oversimplifying this. Obviously, death is more than just a process. Nonsense! I've studied it up close, every stage, every aspect. I've measured and recorded every detail. It's all pretty straightforward, almost insultingly so. Yet I can't stop it or reverse it. Reanimating the body is simple, but the mind always slips away, no matter how fast I act. On the other hand, a lingering spirit, free of the constraints of a body, remains fixated on matters of the flesh. I've experimented by anchoring a spirit to a reanimated body. The result, instant madness. It makes no sense. A human being is more than just an assortment of parts. I'm not sure if we succeeded or failed in our attempt to persuade him. Seems like failed, probably. But anyways. I beg to defer. I've seen all those parts with my own eyes. Still, there must be something I'm missing. But where? When? I guess we failed. Well, maybe you're just missing practical experience. And you have no idea what you're talking about, so stop wasting my time. Sorry, I don't know how to help you, but good luck. And where do you think you're going? I hope you understand I can't risk you bringing others here who could disrupt my research. But don't worry, I'll take very good care of you after you die. don't think I'm gonna beat this guy. Don't know what Berserk does. That could be an idea. Let's lock our stamina. Yep. Did not bring enough healing implements. Yep, seems like we're definitely gonna have to try this over again. Maybe we can lose these undead guys here. Maybe I can heal myself by draining them. That is such a super slow heal. Nope, didn't work. It's okay. I think we'll do a little bit better this time. Hopefully. Alright. That's not where I want to be. Not sure why it had a save right there.
Careful. Careful there. Try not to step.
Yeah, we went through all this already. All right, this time let's try just jumping in right from the start here. Buff up with that, this. Sure, some lifesteal, why not? Not even entirely sure what that does. Let me try this. If this doesn't work, then we'll try to cheese it. Took way more potions than I would have liked to have used, but we succeeded. Just needed to be more aggressive. Revenant armor, huh? Skull staff, burning ember, skeleton army, okay. Soul salvage. Okay, so we got some... Nice. We got the magic that we wanted. Or that I wanted, at least. That doesn't seem that great, but yeah, I'll take skeleton army. Was a very different looking ore vein from the last iron ore vein. Oh no, I don't have anybody to try out my summons on. Is that a potion? Oh, is it a spell, maybe? Maybe that was a spell. I think it was. Alright, well, at least we got some cool looking necromancer gear, I guess. Not sure what the hell that fireball thing was, though, that I just picked up. Could be a key inside the wall, reverse from where the necro was. Well, definitely interested in that. Oh, there's some iron ore back here anyways that I missed. So like over there? Up there, I'm guessing. I just find a giant ass hammer. Oh, why aren't I using two-handed weapons? Dude, that's awesome. Alright, we might have to just go put a bunch of points into strength. I want to try that. You like these items that you can find that give you permanent bonuses. Yeah, that's probably going to be the next place that we go, the undead town on the beach. But that'll probably be tomorrow night. This right here is likely going to be the last thing we do tonight here. First tag. Nice, okay. Looks like we got some undead themed items at least. And a wand. I think that's a wand. I don't remember them having wands before. Maybe they did. Blocking regenerates 100% of magical damage as mana. Attacks regenerate 10% of damage dealt as mana. We need a few more points of spirituality to make that work, but still, I like it. You can... Maybe it's a staff, not a wand? Maybe. Nope, it's definitely a wand. Or a rod, I guess. Alright, I think there was another way to go back here. Oh. Yep. Definitely not a wand. Yeah, maybe there wasn't another way to go. I thought there was. Yeah, I did that. It doesn't seem to make a bigger attack. Like, if I put 2 embers here, it just seems to fire it twice. See? What I do like is that charging the spell, at least with the Ember Fire Magic spell here, does give you a very different effect than what you get by just fast casting it. Now, one thing I haven't tried doing is charging this, though. No, you can't charge it. Yeah, okay. Channels. And let me try it one more time. Maybe I'm just not charging it long enough. I guess that could be it. I don't know. It looks like 2 different projectiles to me. But maybe it is giving more than just double the effect. Like, maybe it's doing that. I don't know, maybe if we run into some enemies here, I'll try it out and see. Although I don't think there are going to be many, if any, left in here. This is kind of annoying. Like, I want to get in there. But I don't... Oh, you said that there was a key in the wall back there, right? Maybe that's, what you were talking about, although... I didn't see a key. Let's go have one more look. I would have thought it would be on the necromancer's body if it was going to be somewhere, or on Wardox, whatever his name is. Hidden on a shelf. Something tells me you meant the shelf back there in that other room. Oh, wow. There's the quick dodge button. I was complaining about that before. And there is. Alright, not seeing any shelves in here. In the wall, you say, huh? In the wall makes me think one of these spaces, but it's not there in any of those. Well, I think we're just not going to get the key. I'm definitely not seeing it anywhere. Yeah, I didn't think I could get back in there from here, but, you know, maybe. Thought that wolf's bane was going to be it for a minute. All right, well, let's go. Another dungeon area through a doorway? I thought I'd covered everything. Pretty sure that's the only spot we've not been to in here. Yeah, I really think we've covered everything here. Obviously, we missed something because there's still that damned room we can't get inside of. But all right, I think we're just gonna go. I say as I'm still longingly looking for that damned key. Maybe. Yeah, maybe it was. Although you'd think if that was the case, I would have been able to loot it off his body, but perhaps not. Apparently bodies disappear after not that long of a time because everybody's bodies are freaking gone already. We have 2 crypt keys. I'm gonna go back over there one more time. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Maybe he has to freely give it to you, although he did give me the crypt key freely initially, and then I looted another one off of his body. But yeah, doesn't seem like I'm getting into there. Oh well. Yeah, I would hope that at the very least they allow the bodies to stick around until you zone out of an area. I'm not sure who this place belongs to.
So he shares the same fate as his minions. Ironic, don't you think? Well, at least we'll have some peace and quiet around here again. You can report a job well done to the quartermaster. You fought and you won. That's all that matters to me. We're both busy individuals. And maybe one day, if Avalon permits, we'll share this tale by the campfire. But for now, let's focus on what's in front of us. Since you've proven you're brave enough to face the undead, I take it you're not afraid of the night either, are you? I might have another job for you if you're interested. A little while ago, another traveler came through here bragging that he found a place where you could easily gather ethereal cobwebs. He was supposed to return with proof, but, well, I'm afraid he may have met an unfortunate end, as often happens. But I'm still curious about the place he mentioned. That's good. Hand me a map. I don't know the exact location, but you should find it in this area. Good luck.
Yeah, it's a good idea, Ashley. I'll send in a bug report just after we get finished up here. Maybe I'll load up the save just before I entered and do it again without killing that guy to see if that fixes it, so I'll know for sure.
Yes? Did you find out what's been happening out there?
All right, well, have a good night, Jeff. Overall, I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it. The changes that they've made have definitely been significant. Looks a lot better, sounds a lot better. The prologue, way more interesting. And the start here in Act 1 at least has been, I feel like, better than what it used to be. Definitely a game I intend to play at the end of May. Hopefully some of the little bugs that we've seen are worked out. Like, you know, the bodies disappearing so soon, not being able to access that room. The, that skeleton boss that couldn't go through doorways, you know, definitely some stuff like that that needs to be fixed.
Great. A necromancer. Just what we needed. It wasn't the Dark Druid from the legends, was it?
Good thing you got rid of him then. We already have the Dalriada almost on our doorstep. We don't need an army of the undead to boot.
You did well. Maybe it's not so bad.
I'm actually here for Excalibur. Yeah, let's see what he says that.
You want to pull it out? That's a good one. Well, be my guest. If you think you can, go ahead. But unless you're King Arthur reborn, I wouldn't count on it.
You know where to find me if you come across any more.
All right, level 7. I was gonna do the level real quick, but we gotta have a fire. I guess I could do it. Well, I thought we'd be able to set a fire in here, but oh well. We'll do it next time. Alright, yeah, we're going to call it a night. We'll be doing this again tomorrow night, though. Hopefully we'll get an earlier start. If we do, we probably won't go this late, but, you know, maybe get a good 5 or 6 hours in and really see what's out there. Face that ogre, go to the sunken undead city, try to find some of these other bosses that we just got quests for. Should be interesting, I think. Definitely enjoying all the improvements that they've made, and looking forward to seeing how many more there might be. Anyways, before we take off, would like to thank our Patreon Senior Council member supporters, Sam H. and jpinnegar. Thank you for supporting us at such a high level on Patreon. I'd like to also thank Random, Nathan, Simeon, and Malfus the Swift for supporting us at various levels on Patreon. And I would like to thank our YouTube channel membership supporters as well. They are poopSMASH, Greg R., Malfus the Swift again, jpinnegar again, Genevra Izzo, Random again, and newly added Jeff. Thank you for that, Jeff, if you're still around. And if not, well, thank you anyways. Anyways, thanks for all the support, everybody. Thanks for hanging out and keeping me company while we explore the new upcoming patch. It'll be out on March 25th if y'all want to play it for yourselves. Yeah, I'll see y'all back here tomorrow night. Thanks, Ashu. You rest well, too. Try not to have too much fun with your Aliens game. Aliens Dark Descent. Anyways, you have a good night. This has been Chris with Lorespire. Be well, my friend.